Hello children, hope all of you are keeping well. Today's online class will be dealing with tonometry. So what is tonometry? Tonometry is the procedure of measuring the intraocular pressure of the eye. What are the types of tonometry? Tonometry can be broadly classified into digital tonometry and by indentation or an applanation. Now, applanation tonometry is further classified into a contact tonometry and a non-contact tonometry. So, contact tonometers are Goldman's applanation, Tonopen, Perkins, while non-contact are AirPuff and Pulsar. Indentation tonometry. This is done by a Schiotz tonometer. It is widely available. It is a OPD procedure. It is used as a mass screening. It is cheap, portable, and readily available in most hospitals, even in the rural ones. Only the disadvantage is it causes error, but it has some error. But as a mass screening procedure, this is the best instrument because of its price and its portability. What is the procedure? The patient is asked to lie supine. Since it is a contact tonometry, we anesthetize the cornea with a 4% xylocaine. We apply the footplate of the instrument or the Schiotz tonometer onto the cornea. Ask the patient to look up straight. There is a stylus which moves on a scale, and we get the reading. Whatever reading we get, we have to match it available with the tonometer, which gives the intraocular pressure. Now, if instrument along with the calibration scale and the three weights 7.5 grams, 10 grams, and 15 grams. The Schiotz tonometer has a footplate, a plunger, a stylus. It is a lever system. The stylus moves on a scale. It has three additional weights, that is the 7.5 gram, 10 gram, and the 15 gram. The total weight of the Schiotz tonometer along with the 5.5 gram weight is 11 gram. Now, what are the advantages? Advantages: it is a portable instrument, relatively cheap. The learning curve is very fast. It is done in a mass. It is used for mass training. It is a OPD procedure. So this is mainly used, okay, for mass training, for glaucoma screening above the age of 40. Schiotz tonometer. Now, applanation tonometer is considered to be the golden standard for the measurement of the intraocular pressure. It is very accurate. It is done by Goldman's applanation tonometer. It is follows the Imbart-Fix law. It is the most popular method and accepted internationally. The basic principle is the instrument applanates 3.06 millimeter of the center. It does not indent the cornea. The parts of the applanation tonometer, it consists of an attachment device which is attached to the slit lamp. It consists of tension knob, a biprism, and an adjustment screw. What is the technique? This is also a type of contact tonometry. So we have to anesthetize the cornea. The test is done in a sitting position. The biprism is used. Before we do the applanation tonometry, the precorneal tear film has to be stained with sodium fluorescent. The biprism is used to applanate the cornea, that is flatten the cornea. The adjustment screw is turned to achieve two semicircles. When we applanate the cornea, two semicircles are seen. With the adjustment screw, we try to merge the inner edges of the two semicircles. The point or the number at which the inner edge of the two semicircles merge is taken and is multiplied by a constant factor of 10 to get the intraocular pressure. So, suppose at 2, the inner margin of both the circles meet. So, we multiply 2 with 10, that is intraocular pressure is meter of mercury. Suppose the calibration comes at 1.2 circles meet. So 1 multiplied by 10 gives us of mercury. In this way, the intraocular pressure is calculated. What are the errors? Now, a good cornea, thin cornea, astigmatism, a scarred cornea does not give good estimations of intraocular pressure because they give irregular Myers. Those semicircles we get on the cornea, they are called Myers. So in case of unhealthy cornea, we get irregular Myers and a false estimation of the intraocular pressure. The potential, other than this, the tonometer has to be calibrated quite regularly. Repeated tonometry may cause false estimation of the intraocular pressure. It is a costly instrument. Slit lamp device is essential for it, so portability is also restricted. But it is a highly accurate instrument, and it is internationally accepted as the in measurement of the intraocular pressure. Perkins tonometer is a handheld tonometer. It is like a Goldman's tonometer and follows the same principle, but it is handheld and can be done in both a supine position and a sitting position. The patient, like children, infants, or terminally ill patients, the tonopen. The tonopen is a newer device of measurement of intraocular pressure. It is also a type of contact tonometry. The cornea has to be anesthetized. It is a pen-like structure where the tip is touched to the cornea and the reading is obtained in the viewing device. It is a portable device, a type of contact tonometry. It can be used for mass screening, but it is very costly. Now, the non-contact type is the air puff or the pulsar. In this, a jet of air is used to applanate the cornea. This is mainly used in cases for mass screening, for diagnosing of glaucoma patients above the age of 40. Can be used in scarred cornea, high astigmatism, then corneal opacities, thick corneas, thin corneas. In corneal pathology, we can use a non-contact tonometry. So, in a nutshell, tonometry is the measurement of the intraocular pressure of the eye. It can be broadly classified into contact and non-contact tonometry. Indentation tonometries are Schiot's tonometer, which is widely used in the OPD for mass screening. Applanation tonometry follows the invert fix principle and is pressure. Accurate, but it needs a slit lamp device. Tonopen is a new device for measurement of intraocular pressure. For scarred corneas, thick corneas, and high astigmatism, non-contact tonometers are better. It is also used for mass screening procedures. So this is a short in nutshell the tonometry and the types of tonometers we generally use nowadays. I hope I have covered the whole topic. If you have any problem, you can contact me. Have a nice day. Stay safe and take care.